I'm Darren, I'm from Movie Reviews 101, and today we're going to talk about Skyscraper, directed by Ross and Marshall Fibber, and starring Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, Neve Campbell, and Roland Muller, along with a host of other names of people you recognise but probably don't remember their names, including the likes of Noah Taylor, Pablo Schreiber from Den of Thieves earlier this year. People like this, so you know what you're going to get. The story here follows a newly opening tallest building in the world known as the Pearl. It comes under attack by criminals, leaving the new security inspector, Will Sawyer, Dwayne Johnson, the guy who has had to put his name and reputation on the line to say this building can handle any breaches, safety measures and everything. And he has to go save his family that are above the fire line on the 90th plus floor, with the fire rising. So he has to find a way back into the building to save his family before it's too late. Simple enough. While there's some criminal stuff going on. Yeah. Never mind. So, Darren's ups. The three things I enjoyed the most about this movie. Number one is the action set pieces. While we may have seen most of them in the trailer, let's just say the crane and the bit with the leg, yeah, when you're watching them they are absolutely edge of your seat. Even though you know it's Dwayne Johnson, they ain't gonna kill Dwayne Johnson in an action movie. These stunts, while aren't as elaborate as the Tom Cruise Mission Impossible ones, do feel like they are Mission Impossible Tom Cruise stunts. If he had done them, everybody would have just gone, he's got a good day today, Mr. Cruise. He decided he wants to go for a climb out of a window. But with The Rock, you feel a bit of peril, and I know I'm going to call him The Rock. He started off as The Rock to me. But his character has more of a deeper meaning to everything. He isn't just a macho hero. He is actually trying to be an everyday father, hold down a normal type of job rather than be the old FBI hostage rescue member he once was. The second thing is a really weird thing I enjoyed about this movie, and that is the fact that we watch crowds gather around this building, and then when Will starts to get involved in trying to get in said building, they're either cheering because he survived something, or they're gasping because he's holding on for dear life. And you're actually there watching it, and it's like, that's what I feel. And unlike certain other movies that have gone down this route before, we just feel like it's like the biggest news story of the world, and it's something that just made us feel like we were all part of it as one. The final thing has got to be the performances. We know Dwayne Johnson is Mr. Action Man right now. This proves that he can do everything in action. As I said, his character has a bit more sympathy behind him. He doesn't... I know basically all he did was chop off his leg to try and give him a bit of a physical disability. But there is an early fight scene where he has to perform, granted it was probably a stuntman doing this, with one leg and just hopping around having a fight, and it's really cleverly shot. And I think this could well be one of his best solo outings as an action star. I feel it is better, performance-wise, than San Andreas. So we're ready to see what this man can carry on doing as a solo action star, because at the moment he just makes fun and enjoys himself. But it is also great to see Miss Campbell from the Scream movies back on the big screen, and I did like the villain in this movie. He does, while it is kind of just a generic villain, there are line deliveries that do make you kind of scared of this guy and how on edge he could be, and I liked that. There's a special line, I won't repeat the line, but it involves what happens with what he wants to do with The Rock's daughter. Yeah, that was quite a scary and disturbing line. But I have some ups, so I've got to have a couple of downs. Right, you know what? Okay, there is the first one. Because this is meant to actually be a bigger picture action movie, There are certain scenes away from the building, and I don't mind around, like the hostage belief and all that, because I think there's a hostage situation, rescues and all that. I don't mind that side, fine. But there is another bit that's a bit further away, and it does have a character that I feel could have been used a bit more. We'll get to that in a minute, but it just takes away a bit of the intensity when you go to this other little area. Not bothered too much about that side of the story. Now, Matt O'Leary is an actor that I have seen pretty much grow up, and I think he's great, deserves some more roles. But his choice of accent in this movie is horrendous, and I didn't quite understand what he was meant to be. He's definitely some Middle European country, but it's... yeah, it was terrible. I'm sorry, it was... You could have just had him as a stupid American kid and it would have been just as good as what the character needed to be. As I mentioned, there was a character, it was actually a female henchwoman even, and whenever we saw her early on, she does a lot of kick-ass, like, no-nonsense stuff, and you're like, yeah, I want to see her fight some more. And, well, she kind of just vanishes for about 45 minutes of this film, and it's like, I wanted to see more of this, but never mind. Anyway, there are the three things I didn't like. Overall, I do think this is a pure popcorn movie. It's just over the top. I don't want to give the Die Hard comparisons because I think the big difference here is Will Sawyer is only looking to save his family. He doesn't want to get involved in the crime side of this. His only objective is to get in that building and get his family out alive, and the criminals may end up getting in the way at times. It isn't him trying to save the day. There's no like giant everything going on. He's not the macho man hero. He's just a family man trying to save his family, and I think that's an important thing to mention. I will just say, sit back and enjoy this. You will not even notice the time fly by because you'll be just, what's he going to do next? What are they going to throw Mr. Johnson through next? I am going to give this a 4 out of 5. For me, it's going to be one of my favourite action films of the year. Let me know what you think of Skyscraper in the comments below. And until next time, I'm going to do what I do best. Watch